Aqua Teen Hunger Force: Movie Film for Theaters is an experience that I'll never forget. From start to finish, it is pure non-stop entertainment every step of the way. I don't even know where to begin with this movie. I guess I'll talk about the plot. The story begins in Egypt, where Master Shake, Frylock, and Meatwad are being attacked by an oversized poodle who kills Frylock before being destroyed by Shake. So then Shake starts kicking Frylock's corpse down the street, where he runs into Abraham Lincoln, who plans to revive Frylock. However, when the CIA break into his house, the Aqua Teens flee in his wooden rocket ship, and Time Lincoln is shot. This, however, is all revealed to be an elaborate story concocted by Shake to explain the ATHF's origin to Meatwad. Shake then explains to Meatwad that women are only attracted to great bodies, then heads off to work out on his new exercise machine, the Insanoflex. But there's a missing piece though, so together they go in search of the missing piece of the exercise machine. However, what they thought was an exercise machine turns out to be a giant monster that goes around having a conniption fit and destroying the city. It's crazy, but it's badass at the same time. It turns out the Plutoniums, Emery and Oglethorpe, are the ones that have the missing piece, which is just a screw. But when they finally get the screw and put the machine together, the Insanoflex turns into a giant monster and goes around destroying the city. It's crazy, but awesome at the same time. There's so many great characters in this film, such as the cybernetic ghost of Christmas Past from the future, and for whatever reason, the cybernetic ghost of Christmas Past from the future is hanging out with the Plutoniums. They also encounter Dr. Weird and MCP Pants. No! There's also the Moonanites, a floating watermelon that talks, a chicken on fire, fucking Space Ghost is in it. Face it, this movie has everyone. It's very rare that you get to see all these great characters at once. The only other time I can think of is in the episode titled The Last One, which was the season 2 finale. There's also several other cameos. When the Insanoflex crashes through the Aqua Teen's house, you can see Willie Nelson in the attic. Also, when they watch Meatwad's exercise video, you see Dirtfoot just chilling in the background. Right there, that's Romulox from the PDA episode. And when Meatwad transforms into the office building, you can see Billy from BillyWitchDoctor.com. There's so many more cameos in this film, and if you look close enough, you might even find some of them yourself. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about the plot anymore because, after all, it does say in the beginning not to discuss the plot. So epic. I can only imagine seeing this movie in the theaters. It must have been so awesome. Also, it's pretty obvious that this rocket ship thing with Lincoln at the beginning was a homage to the end credits sequence of the show. That's pretty interesting. I was happy to see that most of it was traditionally animated. Only some parts are CG, like when the Insanoflex transforms from a small piece of exercise equipment into a full-sized monster. This looks more like a PS2 game than a movie, but hey, it's fine. Now, if I'm going to talk about this movie, I think it's pretty evident that I need to discuss the Boston bomb scare. Okay, I'll explain it to the best of my knowledge. To my understanding, in January of 2007, Cartoon Network launched a guerrilla marketing campaign to promote this film. Dozens of electronic devices with blinking lights were posted in various locations in major US cities. When lit, an image of the Moonanites extending his middle finger appeared. On January 31st, several reports of suspicious devices were received by Boston police. Bomb squads and emergency personnel were deployed to the location, causing a major security scare in Boston. Like, literally, it was all over the news. It was crazy. The two men who installed the devices around Boston were arrested and charged with felony counts of placing a hoax device to incite panic. Turner Broadcasting, who's Cartoon Network's parent company, and Interference Incorporated, the marketing company that created the campaign, reached a settlement with city and state officials to resolve any civil or criminal claims. The companies agreed to pay $1 million to the Boston Police Department and $1 million to fund Homeland Security. Jim Samples, the head of Cartoon Network, resigned his position as a result. The two men who planted the devices were sentenced to community service. That was cool of them to bail them out, because it's not like they were doing anything wrong. Aqua Teen Hunger Force ended up making a parody of this as their season premiere. However, they pulled the plug on airing it, and it's never been seen by anyone other than the ATHF creators. Adult Swim had also advertised that they would be premiering the film on April 1st, 2007, though most media outlets speculated that it was an April Fool's joke. However, the film was run in its entirety during the Adult Swim block, in a tiny box in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, and without sound. So it was a joke, but they still weren't lying though. They said they'd show the film, but they never guaranteed it would be in sound or full screen. Also, the poster is badass. Look at that, it's awesome! The DVD comes with a deleted scenes movie, but it's not really a movie, it's just a bunch of stills, but whatever. It's still cool though. It's also the first and as of now the only Adult Swim series made into a feature film. This movie is wicked funny, and nothing that I could say here could do it justice. I could just show you a bunch of great moments in the film, but I don't want to spoil it. I give it 4.5 stars out of 5. Yeah, it's awesome. So watch the whole movie if you want to see some more funny moments, as well as an entertaining and badass movie. And if you're a fan of the show, then you'll definitely be satisfied. So check it out.